Good morning. It is Saturday and I am calling. Let's get to work. I've gotten questions about calling on the weekends, and yeah, Saturdays from 10 to 12 is a great time. I love it. I recently just woke up. I have my first cup of coffee and my new Paris mug, which I'm very excited to be. It's my little souvenir I brought back, which is awesome. So I used to call Saturdays all the time. Actually, I would say from end of 2023 up until like summer of 2024, I was calling every single Saturday. And then I got really, really busy. I cut back and then I was only calling Tuesday through Friday instead of Tuesday through Saturday. And then starting January 2025, I thought, well, why don't I just call Saturdays again? So here I am. Saturdays are great for many reasons. Number one, it's almost like a guaranteed you're going to get a lead, just like Fridays. And a lot of people are not using Mojo on the weekend, so Mojo runs very smooth. And I get a lot of pickups because a lot of people are at home, chilling, relaxing. And most of the time, people are very kind. And in case this is your first time, my name's Adela. I'm a realtor,
Has been forwarded to voicemail.
technically broker. I own my own company, but it's really more for me, myself, and I. And I'm a solopreneur. I don't have agent. See how fun it is on Saturdays? I love Saturdays. Saturdays are awesome. If you're not calling on Saturdays and you're a realtor, you better start see, this is exactly why when people are like, I work Monday through Friday, I'm like, no. I call Tuesday through Saturday. It's a wonderful schedule. And if you work full time, try Fridays and Saturdays. Fridays and Saturdays are awesome. Those are my two favorite calling days. Sensei, how have you been? Hi. Good to see you after a long time. It has been a long time. How have you been? What's going on with you? What are you up to? What exciting things are happening, Sensei? Non-stop. Yeah. Are you calling this Monday? No. I naturally don't call Mondays anyway. I call Tuesdays through Saturdays. Those are my days. Monday's my content creation day anyway. And I know I sprung it on myself of doing this a 30-day challenge. So yeah, no, I will not be calling on Monday. I mean, it's gonna be difficult with this 30-day challenge because then I'm gonna be forced. Because then I'm gonna be forcing myself to call on Mondays, which I normally don't like calling on Mondays. Sundays and Mondays to me, from experience, are the days that I get yelled at a lot. So no, I will not be calling on Monday. I like calling Saturdays. Sometimes I would do it with my inner circle and it'd be like 2-3 of us just calling on a Saturday morning. And then by lunchtime, by noon, it's like, okay, bye guys, have a great weekend. And we would get like 2-3 leads in a day on Saturday. So Saturdays actually have a really good.
Hello. Please leave a.
Saturdays have a very good happy memory, like happy days, productive days, great days. So I would highly encourage anyone to call on Saturdays just to give it a feel. But for some reason, between 10 and 12. 10 and 12. It's a nice time. And I literally woke up at 9:30. As a mother, I catch up on my sleep on Saturday mornings. And if you'll notice, there's not really any what do you call it? Lag. The amount of lag from Vulcan, I gotta put these in, is slim to none on Saturdays because people aren't using Mojo. Maybe I should put it on the triple line dialer. I have it on the double line dialer right now. And it's actually a little slow. Why don't we do that? Let's pick up the pace here. I mean, it's going smooth and there's no delay. We might as well. Right? Look at that. I'm on the triple line dialer and there's no delay on that voicemail. That's what I like to hear. I don't know if you guys are noticing this, but I'm on the triple line dialer and there's like no lag time. Hence, Saturdays are like a beautiful day to call. It's almost like Mojo's like in its perfect condition. Good morning. Hi. Are you making calls? You're in the same time zone. You should make calls. Mojo is perfect. I'm on the triple line dialer. No lag time. Kristen?
Please leave your message for.
There's no lag time, and I'm on the triple line dialer. And people are nice. Saturdays are a beautiful day to call. I'm good. How are you? I'm good, actually. I'm just like half asleep, half awake. Putting together pop buys to go hand out in a bit, then heading to go see my stepmom. Oh, very nice. How many pop buys are you doing? And do you knock, or do you just like leave it on their doorstep? I'm assuming maybe like knock, see if they're there. If they're not, then just leave it on their door.
Been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system.
Do this, get this out of the way, and then just enjoy the rest of my weekend and like relax. I'm so happy because I got 2 leases under contract and then a condo under contract. So I'll have 3 closings next month that will equate to about like
All have been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying.
That what would it equate to? About 14,000 for next month. I'm like, cool, I'll take it. 3 transactions, 14 G's. I just got to gear up my October, November. I just need to get my other listings under contract. But everything's pretty chill. Like I don't have any fires to put out, no negotiatings to be had, no showing scheduled. So it should be a very relaxing weekend. I've got 10 to hand out. I knock. I leave it if they're not home and send them a text before I leave. Awesome. You know what I also used to do, Matt, is take a little picture and then text it to them. I never really did pop buys, but there's just a couple times where like I just went by a lead's house because I was in the neighborhood.
Hey, sorry, I missed your call.
And like I think it was 3 leads at the time. I left them. And it wasn't when it was hot, thank goodness.
Been forwarded to an
I left them Girl Scout cookies. But obviously I also took a picture because I didn't want them sitting out there all day, just like an FYI, hey, there's cookies there. So I actually would like take a picture, text them the picture. Hey, I was here. I just left this at your doorstep. And then they would reply. Yes, yeah. Take a picture, text it to them, just say, hey, I was here, left this for you. I always love saying I was in the neighborhood because then it doesn't seem so creepy. Yeah, I always tell people like I was just in the neighborhood, just wanted to swing by, leave this for you. Then they feel like, oh my God, how thoughtful you were thinking of me when you're in my area. Did you just keep Mojo CRM and your Mojo number?
Sorry, the mailbox is full and there's.
Did you just keep Mojo CRM and your Mojo number when you tried Enzo? Yeah, I didn't cancel or anything. I left Mojo totally by itself. It's totally 2 separate systems. So I did not mess with Enzo. Yeah, I left everything by itself. In fact, with Enzo, you don't even know the numbers. Like it's totally different. They just do a lot on the back end behind the scenes. As far as like all the numbers, they worry about all of that. So I wasn't responsible for messing with phone numbers whatsoever. Jackie, good idea. Yes. Yep. I can't really remember the last time I went by someone's house and left them something though. I think at this point in time, it's like maybe if I go over for a meet and greet, I might take them something, maybe depending. But nothing ever too expensive, of course. I'm going to try Red X with my Mojo when my Mojo subscription expires, just don't want to lose everything. Does Mojo have a pause?
All has been forwarded to it.
Have you looked into or called them and asked them something about like a freeze or a pause?
Forwarded to voicemail.
Because I feel like one time when I was talking to a realtor, or not realtor, to Mojo, I had downgraded my triple line to my single line. And then I told her, I'm like, oh,
Call has been
I
forwarded.
told her, oh, it's because I'm going on vacation. This was like a year ago, last summer, I think. Not this past summer, last summer. And she's like, yeah, what some realtors do is they actually call us. She said some realtors, if they're gone for like a month or two, whether it's in the
Has been forwarded to
whether it's in the winter, the summer, or something, and they just know that they're not going to use their mojo, they'll call it and freeze it. And I think it's like 15 or 30. There is like a freezer pause for like 15 or $30, Matt, so you don't lose everything. Good question. I'll ask them that. Looks like I can keep Mojo CRM for $10 and same with their number. Oh, there you go. Yeah, they always have something, which I think is so smart. Instead of just penalizing, like if you cancel, everything gets deleted. Instead, they're like, if you just want to take a break, if you want to pause, if you're trying to figure stuff out, if you want to go play and try other dialers, we will save your spot for very little, and then you can come back. Which I think is so smart. Like even I might just downgrade, like even in the winter, like Christmas or New Year's. I'm definitely going to take a couple weeks off then. And I was thinking like I'll just downgrade temporarily for that time instead of just like spending the money and not using my dialer. All right. I'm at 6 contacts in 29 minutes. Yeah, definitely. Actually, you could call them today because they should be open. I know they're closed on Monday for Labor Day. But I want to say, wait, are they open on the weekends? Yeah, of course they're open Monday through Friday because they can. They're like, we don't need to be around on the weekends. And I get it because I'm sure a lot of realtors, aside from me, little old me, it calls Monday through Friday, and here I am on a Saturday. I called Tuesday through Saturday. I'm gonna have to get more coffee soon. I could totally go for like a croissant right now or a chocolate croissant. I am rescheduling my time blocking week. Oh, very nice. What are you going to come up with?
Call has been forwarded to voicemail.
What would be your ideal time to call? And you know what's funny is, Lord knows I've tried so many different schedules. But I love because I circle prospect. I love to just call 4 to 6 new prospect.
Been forwarded to voicemail.
New prospects, and then follow-ups, either 10 to 12 or like 1 to 3, or like 12:30 to 2:30. Those are great times for me because then I can actually like wake up, go work out, take care of my health, and before I get into business. Use ChatGPT or Gemini to help you, Jackie. Oh, look at that. That's a really good tip. Like Monday's my content creation day. But then I thought, what if Tuesday, Wednesday was like just follow up? And then like
Thank you for calling.
Thursday, Friday was like calling all day. It's something I think about. Oh, I like her up front. So many realtors will let you talk, and then go, did you know I'm a realtor? I'm like, no, why the hell would I know you're everyone's a realtor? I'm like, no. Yeah, the triple line dialer is like ripping through numbers. There's no delays. It's a beautiful thing. Hence why I love Saturdays. Jackie, I'm trying to fit in 3 hours of new prospecting a day in 1 hour blocks. I'm trying to fit 3 hours of new prospecting a day in 1 hour block. Yeah, whatever works for you. I would just like to do my 2 hours. I find 2 hours to just be like, check, because it's more about consistency than anything. Matt, you can definitely do that. Jackie, you saw my schedule. Take some inspiration. Yeah, Jackie, I would say definitely do whatever you can. Fix your schedule, play with it, move it around. Don't feel so hard if you're not don't be so hard on yourself if you're not following your schedule. Just change it to what you want it to be. I think that was the hardest for me to figure out was like I kept trying to push myself. What do you call it? Pigeonhole myself. That's what I was looking for. Pigeonhole myself into a schedule. And I was like forcing it. And honestly, it was just deteriorating my mental health. And at one point, I was like,
To continue.
I was like, screw this. I got to make it work for myself. And honestly, it was when I got with my mentor.
The person you're trying to
When I
reach-
got with my mentor, James Michener, he was like, Adela, forget about what people tell you. What do you want it to be? What works for your family? And that's when I was like, ideally, this is what I would want it to be. He's like, then just do that. He's like, don't do what everybody else is doing. I'm like, oh, okay, you're right. And so it's been perfect ever since. That was like what, March of 2024, since I've had James mentoring me. So it's been great. So whatever floats your boat, Jackie, just you do you, what makes you happy, what, like, if you want to sleep in, sleep in. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna, I will never, ever, ever again be that person that gets up at 5 a.m. Absolutely not. I've done it too many times in my life. Since I'm a caretaker for my mom, I'm trying to consider doctor appointments, grocery shopping, marketing, cleaning, video time, admin, work, prospecting. Yes, I get it. I agree. Yeah, absolutely.
It's been forwarded to an automatic voice.
Absolutely. And you know what's helpful, Jackie, is like when you can go onto your calendar and put your priorities in place first, and then put your prospecting time wherever it fits in after the fact. Honest.
Has been forwarded to voicemail.
Yeah, I totally get it. I mean, listen, we all have houses, all our places, and it's so funny to see like the cleaning thing because I struggled with the cleaning thing, you guys, for years. Like we finally got a cleaning person here, like I would say 7 months ago. Otherwise, we were always cleaning. And then finally, we just decided to give in and have somebody come and clean, which has helped a lot. Even the gardening, we just got a gardener 2 months ago. So this whole property, we were maintaining ourselves and it was just taking away way too much time for my schedule. And we finally gave in, which, you know what, it kind of brings me to the whole thing of like being super organized and relying more on technology and other people to help us get our job done. But for now, I would say just put your priorities in your calendar and then put prospecting and following up and other stuff around what you got to get done first. Like, for example, like my schedule, you guys, like I put on there, like drop off my kids, pick up my kids, dinner, like that's my priority. And then I'm like, okay, when do I work out? Okay, I'll work out after I drop off my kids at school. I'm not going to do it before. Absolutely not. Because I wake up, I pack their snacks, I make them,
Please leave your message.
I make them breakfast, I get them out of the house, we leave. And then finally, the moment I drop them off, I'm like, okay, now I can like go do my thing. Yeah, and like even picking them up from school, like when I have showings and appointments, I have blocked on there like pick up my kids. Hence, a huge reason why I do real estate because that's a priority for me to be around as a mother. And so I tell people like, oh, I can meet you at this time, or I'm gonna have to meet you later in the day. I don't have. I don't speak Portuguese. I think that was Portuguese. I don't know. Matt, Adela is generally definitely opened my eyes to calling in the afternoons, evenings. That is by far my best call times. People answer more often and I'm more awake, right? I love that. Yay, Matt. I know, I feel like
It's been forwarded through an automatic voice message system. 9-5.
you know what I love about that, Matt, is like it took me a long time to realize if everyone is doing something at the same time every day and everyone's like becoming the same person, same realtor, same schedule, if everyone's doing the same schedule on the dialer, same time, calling expired, calling for everyone's doing the same thing, I'm like, let me go against the grain and do what other realtors aren't doing. Like if you listen to any successful entrepreneurs, no matter what industry they're in, they will always tell you just do the opposite of what everyone else is doing. And so, and you know what's funny is like I didn't really used to call at 4 to 6, like later in the day. But when I got really aggressive about being so consistent, I used to get really busy during the day. And if I didn't complete my calling session earlier in the day, I was like, well, screw it. I still got to do it. And thankfully I had my inner circle, and like Marlene and Blake would be on because they were calling because of their time zone, because they were still on their time zone. And then all of a sudden I was with them calling from 4 to 6, and I was getting a lot of pickups, and they were like, dude, Adela, you're on fire. Like, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know. I normally don't call at this time. And then just naturally, I got comfortable calling around that time. And then it was like a light bulb moment and a realization, like, oh my God, I'm having really great conversations with people. I'm getting a lot of pickups from 4 to 6. And it wouldn't have happened had I not like gotten busy and still dedicated to making my calls, and Marlene and Blake being on. And so then it was like the three of us all calling, but they were calling in the morning. Blake was later in the day. I was 4 to 6. It just somehow happened.
Call has been forwarded to an automatic.
And so then I really started, and then of course I met James, and then we talked about my schedule, and then he really helped me create my schedule. So yes, I love that you caught on to that, and you could really just make it your own. It doesn't have to be in the morning. And like, look at all those expireds and cancels. Like, hello, everybody calls them in the morning, but how about we call them?
Been forwarded to voicemail.
How about we call them the day of that they expire and cancel, and we're ahead of the pack. It's all about being strategic, paying attention to what everyone else is doing, not doing what they're doing. And just also like making it work for you and your schedule to where it does not
been forwarded to an automated
to where it
voice
does
message.
not impact your mental health. Like, you cannot be mean to yourself. I was watching an interview with BM. In the interview, he mentioned he no longer calls expireds at 8 a.m. because everyone does that and the leads are annoyed. Oh, for sure. They always have been. Well, the thing is, like you and I have discussed, and I've verbalized this with everybody in the community, like I call them the day of, not the next day at 8 in the morning when everyone else is. So I always beat them to the punch. And I usually have the conversation with them already, and I've already decided they're not a lead. And then I'm like, okay, all the other realtors can have them tomorrow morning. Bye, guys. Go fishing, like go attack like sharks or whatever. I agree. I mean, I just don't think it just depends how everybody wants to run their own business. Yeah, I would definitely say like realtors all run different businesses. They do what they want to do to their like beat of their.
Hello.
No, I don't want you to tell me something. I'm not doing with that. No, I don't need to be told what to do. Bye. No, I get to hang up because I'm the one calling. Whenever anyone says, let me tell you something, I'm like, no. Oh, so let me just say this, Matt. All realtors do business however they do their own business however they want. Hence, I run my business however I want. Especially since I am my own broker. I call the shots. I don't need approval from anyone. But when you start getting in the game, because everything in life is a game,
Leave your message.
if you start realizing how everyone else plays the game and you're strategic about it, you can say, okay, well, if everyone else is doing that,
call has been forwarded to voice.
Then I'm going to go over here and do this to one up all of them. That's just how I think in regard to like real estate. Yep, he would wait 2 weeks or so and they'd be much more open to conversations. But you're right, you have to make it fit what you want out of your business. Yes, hence why I actually started calling the day of it expired or canceled before everybody else called them the next morning at 8, which is really the only way.
It's been forwarded.
The only way I was able to get the 4 expireds cancels that I ever got was because I called them the day of, and it was crazy because literally they were signing with me the next morning when everyone was barely starting to call them. And then same with FSBO. I would call them the day they went on Zillow. And then the next morning they would start getting called and they'd be like, oh my God, how do I make these realtors stop calling me? You were the first one that called me. And I was like, well, until you sign a listing agreement with me. And they were literally like, just email it to me, like make these calls stop. Maybe the reason evening calls are better is because most people are home or ending their days, so they have time to talk. Bingo. Yes, Jackie, I agree 100%. So I wonder if lunchtime during the week would also work. You know what's funny is I've actually have a lower pickup rate during lunchtime. You know when people are like, I'm at work. I'm like, why'd you answer? I have this theory that people will actually pick up their phone more when they're at work than they are on lunchtime. Because on lunchtime, they're like, I don't want to be bothered. But usually later in the day,
Call has been forwarded to voicemail.
later in the day from 4 to 6, yes, I agree. I think people are just less busy also, like they've already done a lot of the stuff that they need to do, and so they're more open to picking up their phone.
Call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Oh, all right, 14 contacts. This is good. I'm not an aggressive salesperson. I can do it, but I hate it. I'd much rather have enjoyable conversations and build relationships. Perfect. Me too. I'm right there. I've never been an aggressive salesperson at all.
Has been forwarded to voicemail. The person
I am so passive. And you know what, Matt? I think you would really love, if you don't watch him already, I think you would love listening to Myron Golden. He is like that. He's not aggressive whatsoever. He's literally like, you have a problem. I'm here to help you. I'm not here to convince you. I might not be a good fit for you. And I love, love, love that attitude. And it's really a lot of what I have adopted. So have a good weekend. Thanks. Yes, listen to him. He's awesome. Love him. He's a great guy.